Bam! Yeah. I come from the United States. I've been in Europe now since 2001 coaching. Let's see. I started playing football when I was 9 years old in the backyard. I started playing organized ball when I was 12 years old and played football until I was 24 years old. I've coached at Bowling Green State University. I've been a head coach now since I've come to Europe in 2001. Just love the game, and the original plan was I would come over here for 1 year, after Bowling Green, and kind of see Europe, coach football, and then go back. But well, I'm still here, and it just became a love affair. I mean, I like living here in Europe. I really like the passion that players have about the game in Europe. There's a lot more teaching that goes in to what I do here in comparison to what I would be doing in the United States, and that's just a very big selling point for me, because I'm a lot happier doing what I do in Europe than if I were in the United States doing it. So I'm here. My first 3 seasons here, what I was doing was I was coaching in Austria, and then I went back to the United States at my old high school and coached there. Then I came back and went to Finland. Went back for the American football season at my old high school, and that was a lot of fun to do. I mean, I was coaching year round, which can get a little stressful because you do need to have a break from this game. There's a lot of time and a lot of effort that goes into preparing a team and getting ready for games. But that was something I wanted to do, and I was able to be at Lake Forest for 3 seasons, and I was coaching with guys that I had played football with in high school, and the whole staff, we knew each other from our playing days, and it was just a lot of fun that, and we were successful. We were able to bring that program back, and, Freddie Johnson is still there. He's now the athletic director, and, we're doing good. The old high school is doing good now. In comparing where I've been in Finland, Austria, and Germany, comparing the Angels to the teams I've been at, this is very similar to the program that I took over when I was in Austria, the Gladiators. They were in their 3rd season. This club is in their 3rd season, but this club it's apples and oranges in comparison at the moment because of the type of teams they were. The team I had in Austria was a bigger, stronger, slower team, whereas this team is just as strong, but they're not as big, but they're a lot faster. Just doing things differently and doing different football systems, to make this team successful. Comparison to Germany, this is definitely a Division IV club if they were in Germany, and if they had the imports that the Germans bring in, this could be a low-level Division III club. As far as Finland, well, I was in the Maple League there. So, that's the highest division. That's the top Liga that you have in Poland. So, we're not quite there yet, but, hopefully in 2-3 more seasons, we'll be knocking on that door to where, we can start playing, high Division I levels, top league in Poland. We've got a lot of good talent, but like a lot of the PLFA2 teams, we're young and we lack in experience. Of all the film I've seen, and I've seen a lot of film of the PLFA2 teams, there's a lot of mistakes that happen during the game that are just comes from experience. And the more experience we get, the more discipline that we instill in what we're doing as a team, we will eliminate those penalties. Just getting rid of our penalties and mistakes could put us into the PLFA1. You get into the PLFA1, then they're bringing in imports, whether it's from other European countries or they bring in American imports. That just takes money. So this is a step-by-step thing that we need to do. We need to make sure that we have our football team athletically sound and we're doing the things proper. We need to get our youth programs really going. so that, we are that we have 30, 35, 40 Jugends playing in our programs, so that they now become, when they're 19, 20 years old, they then step up into the senior club. And this is just all part of the process of developing. You have to realize this is only our third season as a club. Let's see where this club is after I've been here 3 or 4 or 5 seasons. I cannot begin to tell you how impressed I am, and always have been impressed by the Polish athletes. I mean, all you have to do is look at Olympics. While Poland may not have a lot of gold, silver, or bronze medalists, the number of Poles that finish in 4th or 5th or in that top 6th place is amazing. There are Poles that have played in the PLFA that are now going to Germany, and the German leagues are hiring them to play for the GFL. There are such good athletes here, and I cannot wait to really start teaching the techniques. This team is a perfect example of it. We're fast. We're good athletes. We're strong. We're not the biggest, but there's an old saying in the United States, speed kills. This team has speed. So that's just how American football in Poland is. A lot of good athletes who are playing a great game, and within 5 years, Poland should be right at the top of the national teams. The goals for this year are pretty simple. We make the playoffs. Once we make the playoffs, then we have as good a chance as any team to win the PLFA2. But we first have to get to the playoffs, and because of the limited schedule and how the PLFA2 is set up, every game's important. We missed the playoffs last year by 1 game. That was a 4-2 season in the regular season. We're going to have to go 5-1 this year, possibly 6-0 to get into the playoffs. The last thing I'd like to say is I have never been in a place, and I've been in 3 different European countries, I have never been in a place where I felt so welcome and so at home. And I couldn't have been luckier in being hired by this club, and I am really looking forward to being here a long time. Okay. I got to get to work. Here we go. Perfect. Rough. Or wing. Yeah, wow. Yes, I do know.